Our next project will be Egyptian canopic jars. So we're going to learn a little bit about the Egyptians, their culture, and then we will move on to starting to create a canopic jar. So first of all, we have the mummification process. The Egyptians believed in an afterlife and that you needed your body for that afterlife. So they would preserve the body for the afterlife. This is what mummification was. Only if you were wealthy or a pharaoh or a king, you would pay large amounts of money to have your body preserved. If you were poor, you were just buried in the sand close to the river, and that was it. Right here is an actual image of a mummified body, so you can tell that you can still see the facial features, the hands, the feet, and then this would be the cloth that they wrap it in called linen. So, the process of mummification. First, they would wash the body in the Nile River. Then, they did not understand what the brain's purpose was, or function in our actual bodies, so they would remove it through the nostrils using a hook, and then they would throw it away. From here, they would make an incision in the body, and they would remove the main organs that they believed that you needed to take with you to the afterlife. Those would be your lungs, your intestines, your liver, and your stomach. After that, they would wash those, dry them, perfume them, and then mummify those items and place them in canopic jars. They left the heart in the body because they believed that was the center of intelligence and how the whole body worked. Next, they would cover the body with this salty substance called natron, and this would last 40 days because if you had moisture in your body and you let it sit there over time, it will start to decay and rot. So they want to try and get all the moisture out of the body so you're preserving it for that afterlife process. They would also stick rags and other things inside to help absorb the moisture as well. From here, they would remove the natron, they'd wash the body again in the Nile River, and they would start to put this oil on the skin to help improve the elasticity. Otherwise, it's going to be all crunchy and gross and start to get disgusting. So kind of like leather when it crackles. After this, they'd put perfume and spices on it to help the body smell much better because at this point it's starting to smell a little funky. And they would put leaves or sawdust or different types of fabric inside the body so that the body would not cave once it was mummified. Then they would start to wrap the body in this linen substance. Linen is like a very thin cotton. Middle Eastern countries usually wear this because it's so hot there. It wrinkles easy, it's light, it's airy. This process took 15 days to complete. Then they would perform a ritual on the body. And then they would talk about the canopic jars. Basically what they would do is remove those four main parts. After that, they would place those parts inside the jars that were mummified. Okay? Those jars then went into the tomb with the actual mummy because they believed that they needed these to go on to the afterlife. So here's some examples of canopic jars. These canopic jars were protected by the four gods called the four sons of Horus. Here are authentic ones, actually at the British Museum of Art. So this is the baboon. This is the jackal, which is like a dog rabbit. The falcon is a bird, and the human are the pharaoh. These canopic jars are carved out of stone and then painted. And then they had these words written on the front called hieroglyphics, and these would protect the actual item that was inside. When we go to create our own canopic jar, we will write our name in hieroglyphics down the front. Notice there are not any bright pinks or purples or any crazy colors. They're all neutral colors, things you find from nature, because they're made of stone. So here are the four sons of Horus. You're going to copy this down in your sketchbook. The human head protects the liver. The falcon guards the intestines. The baboon protects the lungs. And the jackal guarded the stomach. This first word right here are the Egyptian names for the god. So for this project, we're going to create one of the four sons of Horus. So you'll create a head, a jackal, a baboon, a human, or the falcon. You're going to make sure that the head has two forms of texture. So you are adding texture onto it. You're carving it into the head. You're going to plaster it then to make it apply, to give it a look like it's stone. And then we're going to write our name to look on the front of the jar so that it resembles in hieroglyphics. Here's a short video about just the technologies and advancements that the Egyptians used that we still utilize today or we've expanded on today.
The museum is now closed. Incoming communication. Subject, A World of Wonders website.
Well? Sure. Got it. Yes. Right away. Okay.
Hello.
You sound distracted. What's up?
Oh, I'm just finishing my WOW report. You know, the ones you requested I do after each and every trip.
Fantastic. You're my #1 intern.
I'm not falling for that. I'm your only intern, webmaster. So, where are you sending me next?
To a land of treasures as old as time.
Really? Sounds interesting.
Yes, and if you run out of paper for your reports, they should be able to press a few pages for you there.
Huh? Hello? Wow! Egypt! Here you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. May I have my clue? Yes. Thank you. Ancient treasures are alive, that's true. Fabric, script, and paper, far from new. These cherished symbols have helped shape this land. Find them all and lend a hand. Do you know what this means? No. Well, thanks for the clue. Shukran. I'm at Khan Khalili, one of the oldest markets in the entire world. There's a ton of treasures here, but I haven't found the ones I'm looking for. I think I should continue my search. Paula the Treasure Hunter. I like the title, and I love these ships of the desert. Are camels good pets? Yes? Ahmed, this is beautiful. Is it like the first Egyptian vase or something?
It's word clock, it's the first stuff to measure the time in the history invented by the Egyptians.
Water clocks are one of the oldest instruments that measure time. The bowl is made of stone, and the shape allows water to drip from a small hole near the bottom. There are 12 columns of marks on the inside to measure the hours. Every time the water reaches a new mark, another hour has passed. Some ancient tribes across the world still use a water clock like this to tell time. So it's like the very first egg timer ever.
Yeah.
Amazing. Pottery was an important part of ancient Egyptian life. Maybe I can learn something here. Wow, look at you go. The ancient Egyptians invented pottery. They developed the potter's wheel more than 4,000 years ago. You sure made that look easy. The wheel meant they could create new shapes and decorations. They even filled clay pots with food and left them in the tombs of kings. Oh, it's a teapot. Whoa. Did I do good?
Yeah.
I did. I did well? Do I get an applause?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's heavy. Uh-oh. I think you better carry it, Ramadan. Yummy. Another Egyptian tradition, pita bread. Ooh, and it's warm and tasty right from the oven. Wow. Oh, shukran. Mmm, fresh pita. Oh. Hi, webmaster.
Hi there, what are you doing?
I just stopped for a snack. Really good. Why, what are you doing?
I was making photocopies, but I ran out of paper. Which reminds me, could you find out about the origin of paper for me, please?
Paper? Really?
Well, that's the English word. The Egyptians called it something different a long time ago.
Huh. That's cool. That would be something to write home about. I'll have to work on that. I'll get back to you, okay?
Good for you. Can you stop at my desk?
Mmm. Mmm. Carpet making is a tradition here in Egypt, and these two are fast at work. Look at them go. I can barely even see what their hands are doing. Do you think we could get one of them to slow down and show me how a knot is done? Okay. Slow down. Okay. 1, 2.
Then he cut it.
Did you get that?
Another one.
1, 2.
Then he cut it.
Huh. Kind of like tying your shoes, only much harder and much faster. And in the end, you get these beautiful carpets. A square centimeter. That would be like that big. 36 knots. Imagine a whole giant carpet. That's a lot of knots. Saeed and Sat. Okay. 1, 2. Underneath the waterfall and through and cut. Shukran.
Incoming video message.
Carpet making is an ancient tradition that's more than 1,500 years old. It takes 4 years of training to become an expert. In one of these big carpets, there's millions of knots. I made 2 today. Everyone starts somewhere. I wonder what he's doing. You're peeling this plant. This is a plant called papyrus, and it grows here in Egypt. Do you know what he's doing? I'm still trying to figure it out. Now he's cutting it some more. It looks like he's weaving it together. He's pounding the strips. Must be really flattened by now. He's putting the strips under a press. What's it doing under there? Oh, it's like a piece of paper. That must be what the webmaster was talking about. The ancient Egyptians invented the first paper. Wow, it's really thick. Almost like cloth. And could you write on it?
Yes.
Oh, thanks for showing me. Papyrus, the very first paper. And when I hold it up to the light, I can still see the grid that you first formed when you started weaving all the plants together. Can you believe this was made out of a plant? Papyrus! Look at it. That's what it looks like before it turns into paper. See, webmaster? I knew I'd figure it out. Cool, huh? Hey, are those hieroglyphics?
Hey, yes it is.
Hi, my name's Paula.
Hi, my name is Muhammad.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Mohammed, I'm on a mission and I think you can help.
With a pleasure.
I've heard the hieroglyphics are one of the first forms of writing.
Yes, it is. It was started 3000 BC.
Wow.
Yes.
So you could write my name?
With a pleasure.
P? Hieroglyphics is an ancient language of symbols and signs. Each hieroglyph character represents a common object from ancient Egypt. Wow. Oh. Looks kind of like the Sphinx. Hey.
Another falcon.
Oh. Cool. That's my name. It
What's
looks
your
awesome.
name?
Oh, wow. Ancient treasures sure were alive here in Egypt. I found fabric, script, and papyrus too. Does that mean I have to do more journals for the webmaster? Oh well, at least I have lots of paper. Mission complete.
Yeah, cool, another gift.
Incoming video message.
Unbelievable.
So, did you get your gift?
What's this?
Now you can write your own secret messages using ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Write your name by yourself.
Neat, huh? Thought you'd like that.
Cool.
Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to be starting to make our Canopic jar head. So, what I have here is a plastic bottle. If you were to take a piece of masking tape, write your name and team on the bottom, or your initials and team on the bottom. If you don't have a lid, just simply cover it up with tape at the top. That's fine, so that the model magic does not go through it. So I'm going to pick one of the 4 sons of Horus, okay? One of these. So the baboon, the falcon, the human, or the jackal. Any 4 of those would work. So what I'm going to do here is I have model magic. I'm going to take it. I divide it in half. I give half to my neighbor because I only need half of it. And I'm going to roll it into a ball. I'm going to take that ball, stick it on top, and I'm just going to smear the edges down. Just a little bit so that I can still have the majority of it to be able to manipulate for my actual project. Okay, it's not going to be super secure. Tomorrow we'll plaster over top of the edges so that it sticks on there a little better. Oops, a little sticky. Okay, from here I'm going to pinch and squeeze to make my body parts. If I'm going to do the jackal, I want to pinch and pull those ears out. I don't want them super thin. I don't want them also to be super far away, because if they're that far, super far away and super thin, they're going to have an easier time breaking off of the project. So I do it to both sides. I make my ears. I can pull out the nose. Go through and try to smooth out those little rough areas. And then I can take a pencil and I can add detail. So let's say I want to have eyes. Doesn't matter if it leaves a pencil mark because I'm going to paint over this. I can have nostrils. I can put a design inside my ears. I wouldn't draw it, but just use kind of like small dots together to emphasize those areas. Okay. Then I need to have 2 different types of texture on there. So for instance, if I was going to do like the falcon, I could take a wooden stick and just press it in to make it look like feathers. I could draw lines around the bottom here. I just simply press those in. Okay. And then from here down, we will be plastering tomorrow. So just kind of keep that in mind. Any of those areas that are uneven, that's fine. You can even use this to add those ears, nice and deep. Okay. Put in a mouth if I wanted to. This has to be done by the end of the class so that it dries and it hardens, kind of like a stiff marshmallow, so that we can go and plaster tomorrow. That is your Canopic jar head.